Ever since Mark put on that blue suit at the beginning of this season, it's been nothing but nonsense. From marking Cecil, from marking this Invincible War, to now Conquest. Day one of this Invincible War, I'm telling you know right now, a lot of people got humbled in this. I mean, definitely certain people that we'll talk about later on in the video, but a lot of people got humbled. I like the Guardian of the Globe again, and now Team. I don't know to call this Invincible variant weaker or stronger than ours, but he is howling the Guardians of the Globe. That's with Immortal being there, he couldn't do a single thing. It wouldn't be an Invincible video without some Immortal slander. Immortal likes to act like he's the top dog on Earth, but he's really not. That goes to Mark. But honestly, compared to a Viltrumite, he falls behind. He always acts like he's the biggest dog in the room, but when the Invincible variant starts playing with his food, that's when the real battle starts. And when the real battle starts, let's see if he really can hold his own. Makes the same fate as everybody else, right beside his girl Duplicate. The world's getting invaded by Viltrumites. You know who's gonna save us? Duplicate. And that's what some of these heroes find themselves due to the sheer magnitude of the problem that are an invasion of these Invincibles. And that's just Invincible. Imagine there was other Viltrumites that came in the same force. The reality of the problem is that there aren't many people who can stand against a Viltrumite, definitely not on Earth like that. The power of these guys is simply not enough compared to a Viltrumite, definitely not when they come from noble stocks and trained like Mark. The tips and tricks that you spent your whole life learning, your teamwork just isn't good compared to a Viltrumite, definitely not these guys. Viltrumites don't care if you're a kid, they definitely don't care if you're a halfling kid like Oliver. That's why it was so dangerous that he wanted to leave in the first place. But the full force of a Viltrumite, 98% of the population just isn't strong enough to handle them. That's why you need Invincible. Even powerful veterans like Adam and Eve can get overwhelmed by the sheer power of a Viltrumite. That's why veteran heroes like Adam and Eve are going to have to get even stronger if they want to hang in a battle with Mark, and that is saying a lot. 98% of the population isn't strong to go against a Viltrumite, even if they train as hard as they can. Even if they have the best of intention, this can happen to any of them at any moment in time. With Mark here, at least we have a chance. He can fight against him, and he can win. Unless you're Cecil in a bunker full of Viltrumite weapons, you're pretty much screwed. I mean, look at Cecil himself. He didn't make it out of this unscathed. All because Lynchum made a deal with some of the millions and baddest Invincibles out there across the galaxy. And then he betrayed them. That's gonna end rather nicely, is it? It was at this moment that Lynchum knew that he really messed up. Let's see.
I'll bring you back once I'm done destroying everything you love.
Why would you say that to him? After all the stuff you put him through, he thought you were dead, and you're gonna say it to his face? Really? You really know you're really gonna piss off a Viltrumite after pissing off like 6 of them? You know these guys don't die, right? That's the face you make when you know you messed up. But in the end, Angel's original deal came at the hunt him. It was a deal he couldn't refuse. I've been able to screw the other Invincibles, but not the technicians.
We now see your word is without value.
So in the end, when the battle was over, Mark was left depressed and angry. So when Conquest got there, wanting to stir the pot even more, Mark was ready for him. Only time will show if Mark is truly ready for him.
As I can.
Good.
In the end, there's only one last thing to talk about. Rex is a true hero, one that had no problem changing himself to help others. Rex knew he was fighting a losing battle and so chose to fight it along with his friend Man to escape. Rex was hurt, knew he had a girlfriend at home and could have chose to run, but he chose to fight for his friends, family, and comrades. Rex in this short fight showed exactly what it meant to be a true hero, and even managed to down a Viltrumite. That's an accomplishment. It's way more than even the Immortal was able to do. So when the smoke clears, Rex showed up all the other heroes but Invincible. Like Rex would say, Immortal, eat your heart out. That's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye.